Hello, this is Navya, and today I'm going to read the book called Girls' Mystery Stories, The Mystery Rock Star, written by Joyce McAleer. Chapter 1, The Winning Tickets. Last day of term, thank goodness, sighed Katie as she sat down to breakfast. That's right, answered her mother, pouring the tea. You worked hard, Katie. You deserve a break. Then it's back to school and more exams. I know, Mom. But I promise I'll try to do even better next year. I know you will, dear, said her mother. In fact, if there's one thing I do know about you, Katie, it's that if you make up your mind to do something, then you jolly well will. It's known as sheer determination, laughed Katie. I must dash now. Don't want to be late, even if it's the last day. You've not eaten your toast. I'll eat it on the way. Grabbing a piece of toast, Katie hurriedly collected her things together and made her way to the front door. Just then, a couple of envelopes popped through the letterbox. Post, Mom, shouted Katie, picking them up. More bills, I expect, said her mother, reaching out for them. Wait a minute, my girl. This one's for you. Oh, thanks. Wonder what it is. Katie stood in the hall and opened the official-looking white envelope. Inside were 2 tickets and a letter. As she read it, Katie's eyes lit up with excitement. Katie, you'll be late for school if you don't go now. Her mother saw Katie's amazed expression. What on earth's in that letter? Nothing unpleasant, is it? No, Mom, it's wonderful. I'll tell you when I get home. Bye. Bye, Katie. Her mother laughed as Katie dashed out. That girl is full of surprises, she thought. I wonder what was in that letter. Oh, dear, thought Katie, as she turned the corner and saw the bus pulling away from the stop. That means a 10-minute wait and a late mark at school. Never mind, it is the last day, and it'll give me another chance to read my letter. She took the envelope from her pocket and read the contents again. A local radio station informed her that she had won 2 tickets in a competition to see her absolute favorite rock star, Barry Nichols, who was due to appear in town the following week. The letter went on to say that there would also be a chance to chat with Barry before the show. Katie's breath quickened at the thought of it. To actually meet and talk to her idol in the flesh, she could hardly believe it. Naturally, she would invite Joanne, her best friend, to accompany her to the theater. I can't wait to see her face, she thought. Katie was so immersed in the thought that waiting at the bus stop did not seem at all tiresome. When she finally stepped onto the bus, she felt as if she were walking on air. Entering the silent classroom late and seeing everyone's eyes turned towards her helped to bring Katie down to earth a little. Sorry, I'm late, Miss Appleton, she said. Well, it's the last day of term and I'm pleased with your work lately, so you're forgiven, smiled her teacher, obviously in a good mood and looking forward to the holidays. But I can see that you've been rushing, Katie. You look flushed. This remark made Katie redder still. She had not been running, of course. It was her news that had affected her complexion. She could hardly wait till break to tell Joanne all about it. Until then, she tried to settle down to tidying her desk and sorting out what to bring home and what to leave and what to discard. The usual boring procedure on the last day, she thought. But next year she'd be in the 5th form, and perhaps she'd be treated more like a grown-up. It seemed as if an eternity had passed by the time the bell went for morning break. As usual, Katie teamed up with Joanne, and the two sat on a bench in the school grounds. I've got something to show you. It came in the post this morning. Look what I won. Joanne took the envelope from her friend. Premium bonds? No, much better than that. Read it. Joanne's kindly, homely face broke into a wide smile as she read the letter and looked at the tickets. I'm so pleased. No wonder you look happy. It's just like a dream come true for you. And for you? You're coming with me. Me? Are you sure, Katie? Of course. Who else would I take? I don't know. Millions of people would love to go. The tickets were sold out months ago. You're my best friend, silly, said Katie. I want you to come, unless you don't want to. Katie, I'd really love to. Thanks ever so much. It's smashing, isn't it? Certainly is. What will we say to him? Should we ask him questions? I don't know. Perhaps he'll do all the talking. He might even ask us questions, spluttered Joanne, but I won't know what to say. I'll be tongue-tied and make a fool of myself. I'm sure of it. Stop worrying, Joanne. We'll just play it by ear. But Katie, what will you wear? What will I wear? Do you think I should put on my new jeans or the blue dress? After a few more minutes of excited chattering, the girls set off arm in arm back to the classroom. And what are you two planning? Came a booming voice from the far end of the corridor. Oh, it's Amanda Williams, groaned Joanne. Don't tell her anything, Katie. She's nosy, and she'll only be jealous. Let her be jealous, grinned Katie. Just watch her face. She shouted to the approaching pupil. Hey, Amanda, take a look at this. Amanda took the letter. Her face fell as she read it. Huh, it's not fair. I entered that competition. Of course it's fair, retorted Joanne. Katie won it, that's all. But I got all the right answers too. Maybe, Amanda, but in competitions like this, it's the first correct entry they open. It's just the luck of the draw, added Katie. I suppose you're going to sing in one of your daft songs, glowered Amanda. I wasn't intending to, replied Katie frostily, but now you mention it. I think you'd be wiser not to, sneered Amanda cruelly. He'll only laugh at you. That evening after tea, Joanne called round to Katie's house. They sat in her bedroom and played some of the Barry Nichols' albums. For a while they listened in silence. Then Joanne said, Katie, do you remember what Amanda Williams said this morning? I never take any notice of what that stupid, spiteful creature says. I know, but she mentioned something that made me think. You do surprise me. Honestly, Katie, she did. It was that remark about your singing your songs. She meant it sarcastically, of course, but you could do it, couldn't you? Do what? Whatever are you going on about, Joanne? I mean, you could tell him about your songs. Don't be silly, but you've been writing them for ages and they're good. They really are. Joanne, please, you're talking rot. How can I tell Barry Nichols about my silly little songs? You can do better than tell him, Katie. Now, what did Amanda say? Something about singing your songs? That's it. Why not sing a couple of them to him? We're only going to meet him briefly, Joanne. It's not an audition. Anyway, Barry writes such fantastic songs himself. I'm quite sure he wouldn't be the slightest bit interested in my efforts. Okay, shrugged Joanne. If you want to be foolishly modest, suit yourself. Hey, look at the time. It's almost 10 o'clock. It's the light nights that fool you. Still, you can stay a bit longer, can't you? Mom will run you home, and don't forget that you don't have to get up for school in the morning. Joanne stared out of the window at the darkening sky. All right, but I'll have to be off soon. I do love summer, even though we won't be having a proper holiday this year, with Dad losing his job. Mom and I won't either, mused Katie. We might manage a couple of odd days at the coast, or in the country, if the car will make it. It's difficult for Mom on her own. She has you. That's a comfort, I suppose. For the future, I mean. Yes, I've got her, and she's got me. That's how it is, for the present, at least. I wish I could do more to help. Perhaps we could get Saturday jobs. A lot of girls our age do. That's an idea. Or we could take jobs in the holidays. You know, just a week or two. The money would help our parents and us. Good thinking, Katie. That's a great plan. Just a plan, so far, laughed Katie. There's fierce competition for any job nowadays. Wait till you're a successful singer-songwriter. Don't make me laugh, said Katie, getting up. Let's go downstairs for some Coke before you leave. I'm parched. A little later, Katie's mother was driving with the two girls in the trusty old car. After they dropped Joanne at her home, Katie began to feel sleepy. You've had an eventful day, smiled her mother. What with breaking up for the holidays and your good news about winning the competition. A happy day, Mom. I've had a very happy day, yawned Katie, snuggling down in the car seat. Let's hope you're going to have a very happy holiday, too. I'm sure I will, replied Katie, almost asleep. End of chapter 1.